Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we are going to be talking about TMZ releasing Keke Jabbar's cause of death. We pray that she rests in peace. TMZ has just released that Keke passed of carbon monoxide poisoning. TMZ apparently obtained the autopsy report from the Alabama medical examiner, and it basically shows that she had 64% of carboxy hemoglobin in her blood, which basically is like what forms in like your red blood cells when carbon monoxide is consumed, and then it builds to hemoglobin. Basically, normal levels should be about 2% for people who don't smoke, and then 5% for people who are smokers. But Keke's levels were 64%, which is very, very deadly. Now, I did also see that within the coverage of the TMZ release, they do say that the toxicology report reveals that Keke had oxycodone and oxymorphine in her system, but basically it's the poisoning that caused her to pass on. Now, I did a Google search because I'm not really familiar with oxycodone and also oxymorphine, but basically for my research, it just looks like it's a painkiller used to treat severe pain. For example, from the NHS website, I'm reading that oxycodone, an NHS website, for those who don't know, it's a National Health Service of basically England. And so oxycodone is an opioid painkiller used to treat severe pain, for example, after an operation or serious injury or pain from cancer. There is also another line that says sometimes it's also used for other types of long-term pain when other painkillers such as paracetamol, ibuprofen, and aspirin have not worked. And also from the website, it says it's only available on prescription. Same as oxymorphine as well. It's basically an opioid that is used to treat moderate to severe pain. So I feel like there must have been also something perhaps that was going on maybe with her health. But ultimately, I love how they clarify that it had nothing to do with her passing, because then that could have been getting people speculating. Was it something she got on prescription? But I'm glad like that was cleared up, as that is not why she passed on. It is honestly very sad to see or hear about her passing, or even anyone passing, right? And when you think about she has children as well, that is very, very sad. And I think what is the worst part of everything is that there were lots of people that were throwing a little bit of jabs and like insinuating like, maybe her mental state wasn't there and all of that. And it's just like, you're not medical examiners. You don't know what actually happened. You did not carry an autopsy out on this woman. And so it's at least finally, I hope that some peace can come to the family knowing what was the cause of her death. I honestly wish those children the best, and I hope that God continues to cover them in this very difficult time. Interestingly enough, I did not really know much about carbon monoxide. To be fair, I didn't know anything really about carbon monoxide, apparently, except like the standard things like gas and stuff. But even at that, I never really knew that level of detail about it until Keke passed. And I just think about how there've been so many times that I've been sleepy and I just thought, should I just nap in the car? And so ultimately it can happen to anybody, really. For a long time, I did not know. I only found out that perhaps sleeping in your car, could give you carbon monoxide poisoning. Basically, there being at higher risk. And also, depending on if it's an older car as well, that's a bit of a higher risk. And I think the other thing I didn't really know, and I'm just sharing these facts in case you're listening and you don't really know, that these things could actually easily happen to anybody. I went out a couple of weeks ago and I remember I was so tired. I had driven everyone. I was the designated driver. It was 3 a.m. or was it 4 a.m. in the morning. I had driven everyone home, and literally where everyone lived was far away from my house. So I had driven 30 minutes out of my way to drop this person and this person. And so by the time it was time for me to go home, I was so tired and felt like I really was going to sleep. And I just thought about And then I remember a friend of mine was like, oh, do you want to nap in the car quickly? I just say that to say, like, it really could happen to anyone. And I wish that people would have a lot more sympathy or empathy. Yeah, I think is the correct word. And to also think like it's colorless, you know, it's odorless. You can't exactly tell. Like you can just be sipping in and you don't even know. And like the symptoms are like very mild things like, oh, headache, you're tired, you're nauseous, fatigue, and then before you know what's happening, you lose consciousness, and that could lead to ultimately trigger warning death. So I know it sounds grim, but I just wanted to share a little bit of that so that like people are a bit more aware of it. So like if for whatever reason you feel sleepy, park the car, come out of the car, take a walk, maybe, you know, maybe the cold breeze will wake you up, or potentially like get an Airbnb, get a hotel, nap, sleep where you are at, you know, park your car and get a cab home. Yo, we just got to be safe out here. But anyways, that is all I have to talk to you guys about. R.I.P. Keke. Make sure you leave some purple hearts in the comment section below. I wish the family all the best, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.